Welcome to What's Trending from South by Southwest. I'm Shira Lazar. This is day 2. We are coming to you from the Samsung Blogger Lounge, and I'm so excited to have the lovely Rainn Wilson, founder of SoulPancake.com, and of course, actor extraordinaire, here with us today. Thank you so much for being here.
I've never been called lovely before, but
I know,
thank you.
but you are. I
It
like
suits
calling
me.
men lovely.
Yeah, it suits me. I am lovely.
You are.
Inside and out.
That's what makes you special.
Mm.
So tell me about being here this year. You did your keynotes.
Yeah, I did a big talk for South by Southwest Interactive this year. Last year I was here for a film, which is awesome. I just love
Yeah.
the festival so much. And because I have this website kind of brand thing
Yeah.
called Soul Pancake, and I was here to just talk about the origins of Soul Pancake and my life in the web and stuff like that. It was a good time.
Yeah. How is interactive different for you than film?
Well, it's equally as nerdy. I was gonna say it's way more nerdy, but it's not. Like the film nerds and the interactive nerds, it's all blurring, it's all blending. That's
It
what's so
is.
interesting. It's like it's just becoming media. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's I think there is always like film in the cinema and then
Yeah.
television and then online, and now it's just kind of all melding into one big kind of entertainment blob.
Well, yeah, digital used to be kind of on the side or an accessory, and I
Yeah.
feel like it blends with everything right now. It powers everything.
Yeah. It's amazing to me because so many young people, they just consume entertainment from their laptops or their iPads or from
Yeah,
their
yeah.
phones. And it was interesting. I was at a friend's house and they had a teenage daughter, and she was watching some like big spectacular movie. I forget what it was. It was like Blade Runner or something like that
Yeah.
on her laptop. And then there was a giant 70-inch screen in the same room with her. And I was like, why? What are you doing? There's a screen right there. And she's like, oh, I just like it on my laptop.
It feels more personal, maybe.
Yeah. Mate, I don't know what it is. Yeah, that personal relationship
you're
of
in your
just
own
kind of
world.
yeah, your own cocoon. You're not kind of like separate from something.
It's like wearing those hats with those screens. Remember, have you seen those?
Yes. I
Those
want
are
one of those.
awkward.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the origins of Soul Pancake. I've been
Okay.
following it for a few years. I think it's just cool that you got into that game early. It just seems like it was a passion project.
Absolutely, it was. You know, as I became a celebrity for The Office, I saw an amazing opportunity to do something kind of unique on the web. The web was such a land of crap. I mean, it mostly is a land of crap, although it's gotten a lot better in the last
Yeah.
2 or 3 years. And we wanted to create something special and unique, and that's why we went for Soul Pancake. It's an online community for people interested in exploring life's big questions of philosophy, spirituality, and creativity. And it's a really cool community that we've helped build.
Yeah, and you have daily blogs. Like, what's the content like when you go to Soul Pancake? What world do you enter?
Well, it's interesting. When we were starting it, we thought it was going to be just a content site. We thought it would just be us putting up posts of challenges, perspectives, interviews, etc., and people would be taking in the content and maybe commenting. And then at the last minute, we were like, you know, this isn't quite right. Let's put in this thing. We put in this thing called the Question Collective, where you can post your own life's big questions and comment on them. And of course, swiftly, people just stopped reading our content and started just interacting with
That's
each
really
other.
interesting.
And you've got teenage girls from, you know, Dubuque posting life's big questions, and people from, you know, Lebanon and Russia answering, and people from all over the world
That's
like
awesome.
engaging in some really deep stuff, but in a fun way. It's not a boring, dry way. It's a visceral, fun way, because I've always thought that spirituality and philosophy should be something we carry with us. It's not something that's on church on Sundays. Philosophy is not some boring academic pursuit that you just go to a class and you write some dry dissertation on. This is what makes us human beings.
Yeah.
So we wanted to create a forum for people to engage
Well,
in
it's
that
very
way.
universal, right? Thinking about life and our purpose.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was going to ask, like, why do you think this theme just seems to really work with people and attract them to the site
Well,
and
because
the brand?
human beings have been doing it since the dawn of time,
Yeah.
and we were sitting around right now, cut to, 50,000 years ago, you and I were sitting in a
I think
cave,
playing with rocks or something.
playing with rocks, looking at rocks as if they were PDAs, like checking our rocks. I gotta check, honey, put your rock down. Sorry. And we would be talking about these things. We'd be talking about, like, why are we here? What's the purpose? Is there a God? Do we have souls? What's happening? It's the ongoing human conversation. And then it went to the
Yeah,
ancient
yeah.
Greeks, and it went through the Bible, and it went through the writings in the Enlightenment, and it goes through modern times. But I didn't really see a place for young people to engage with those questions on the web. I did see plenty of, piano playing cat videos and Justin
have
Bieber fan
souls.
sites. They do have souls.
Yeah.
Yes. Every time I strangle a cat, I think about, oh, its poor little soul.
At what point did this evolve from something that was just fun for you, which it still is, I'm sure, but into
Mhm.
something that's legitimately it could grow into real business, possibly?
Yeah, that's it started as a little side project, and it just gained a lot of momentum.
Yeah.
And then we got approached about doing a book, and we did a book, and it was a New York Times bestseller, and there was a big hunger for it, and we started producing little TV segments for the Oprah Winfrey Network. And Oprah is a big fan of what we do, and now we've got a YouTube channel that's launching this summer, one of those premium YouTube channels.
Yeah, I want to talk about that and what your thoughts are and what that means for the future of entertainment and of content and
Yeah.
and the whole. I mean, it's a big deal. That's a big launch for them and a shift for them in strategy.
Yeah, it's really smart on their part. I think that the way that we consume entertainment is going to be so different in 10 or 20 years. And like I said before, like those different stratas of film, television, internet, web content. It's already kind of blurring a little bit, but there's just screens and there's content, and you can watch it on the little screen, the medium screen,
I
the little bit
agree.
bigger screen, the little bit bigger screen, or you can go in and watch it on a much bigger screen. But there's going to stop being these differentiations. So I think what Google, YouTube is doing is they're being at the vanguard of that. They're saying we don't need TV networks. Everyone has high-speed internet these days. When you go anywhere, there's high-speed internet.
Yeah.
I was in Haiti a couple of times. There's high-speed internet all over Haiti. It's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all over the world. And, creating an actual... we go from being kind of a brand to having a channel. So it's like we're a network in
Well,
a
yeah.
way.
How do you translate now what you've developed as a blog and the brand into now a channel on YouTube?
So we're going to be responsible for content, and that doesn't necessarily mean that we're creating content. That means that we could have a partnership with you. You have a great show idea that
Yeah.
fits into our vision of what we want to do, and then we give you money from our kitty of money, and you make a show, and we co-produce it together and put it out there, and then we have rights to then develop that show further on to be a television show or something else. A Lifetime miniseries or whatever it wants to be. So it puts us in this really interesting position where we're both making content for like the Oprah Winfrey Network
Yeah.
as a production company, and then we're also a network. But for us, the important thing is, look, there's a lot of things I could have done to try and make more money on the web. I could have tried to done another like Funny or Die type of site or something
Yeah.
goofier or crazier like that. And this is a passion project of mine. I really see it as a service. I want it to be profitable, but I really want it to fulfill a need in humanity and to uplift people and inspire people and get them thinking about these questions of what it is to be a human being in a deeper, more profound and a more fun way.
That's what I say. It has a lot of fun to it. So are there any segments you're looking at that you're excited about or videos yet that you're going to be rolling out on the YouTube channel?
Oh, we have so many ideas, so many things that we want to put out there.
Not to put you on the spot.
She's
This is
cueing
an
me.
investigative
I don't know that I want
report.
to give them out now, though. That's the thing. Because then
You
we
can talk about like one that excites you, that stands out.
That's Shabnam. You can't see her, Shabnam Mugharabi. She runs our company. She's awesome. We have, we're going to do a thing with interviews with rock bands about life's big questions,
Love that.
which I'm really excited about. We're talking about a video story booth traveling around the country.
That's
We're talking about sending a guy around the world to ask life's big questions
I do that.
all
That's
over.
like my dream job.
um,
That's like everyone's dream job, right?
Seriously?
Just to travel around the world and
Yeah,
just
but we're talking about
experience.
tribes in Africa. And
I
then
think that's amazing. That's what life's
you
about.
would do that?
I would totally do that.
Okay.
I'm down. No, but isn't that what life's about? It's like looking back when you're 90. Like, wouldn't it be crazy to look back and be like, I didn't go to those places in the world
That's
and
right.
just see? There's so many people outside of this bubble, right?
Absolutely.
And it's almost sad. It's depressing for me to think that you could possibly go a whole lifetime without experiencing that.
I would love to do that. That is one of my dreams, is to really literally travel around the world, but I really want to do it in a special and unique way, not just go to like Japan and
Well,
Thailand.
you really want to
and
meet people and experience them in the culture,
Yeah.
right? And get
Yeah.
stories. Anyway, and we're just like having a moment here. No. So what does this mean for you as an actor? You know, you obviously are on The Office. You do a lot of traditional stuff in indie films, but like with the evolution of digital, what does that mean for actors and talent?
I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I get a little bit scared as the actor part of me that's been a professional actor for 20 years.
Yeah.
Gets a little bit scared because of just union. I hate that this is going to be boring, but
No,
union
I mean, this is
stuff and
interesting.
protections for actors and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like, what if some guy makes some video of an actor and it gets 80 million hits and he makes millions of dollars off of it using these actors' images? They don't have any protections on the internet. So they don't get residuals, they don't get health insurance, they don't get pension payments. So it gets, pretty soon the actors union's going to really need to step into the web stuff in a more active way, but
Yeah.
not in a way that limits the creativity and the freedom of the producers to kind of do stuff, but just to be protected in case this thing starts to make lots of money, that the actors get some of that.
Well, ultimately, look at the music industry. I mean, everything, it's just a slow move. I think it's just going to be a bulk, like everyone's going to have to work together.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Let's just have peace and happiness. Lastly, finally, tips for people on engaging community and building, not a fan base, but, I guess community with their brands.
You can't force it. I think that people, their users are really, really smart, and they're going to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And so you have to provide a forum and an outlet for them to do what they want to do, and you just have to see. You can't try and force them to do something. That's kind of like our Question Collective. Like, we were going to force them to have our content,
Yeah.
and then there was this Question Collective, which we've now recently, just the other day, we changed to Life's Big Conversations. So we changed it to Life's Big Questions, Life's Big Conversations.
I like that.
Conversations about things. So, and that's really taken off. I mean, that gets, millions of page views a month and tens of thousands of entries to the Life's Big Conversations. And our content, no one reads our content, but that's not true. A few people do, and it's nice that we provide it. But so it's you give the tools to the people and you hope that they pick them up and use them. But that has to be the paradigm, as opposed to like, we are going to do this and they are going to do this. You have no idea what people are going to do once they get on the old internets.
Yes, you have to run with it and create authentic relationships with the community.
Yeah. And they have to feel that you're not just trying to profit off them in some way. It's like with my Twitter stuff, like I get approached a lot about kind of monetizing on it and stuff like that and using it for various things. I just don't want to do that. It's really taken off just because, I sit down to take a poop and then I have a funny idea and I tweet it out of my phone and some people laugh and millions of people block me and we just go on from there, but we have a good time.
It's nice to know that was really you.
Yeah.
Right. Rainn Wilson, you are great and lovely.
I am lovely.
Once again.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks.
I really
for having
appreciate
me.
it.
These are very comfortable couches. IKEA?
Yeah, how did you know?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I recognize. This is the Schluckenblock.
I picked them up myself,
Yeah.
actually.
Did you put them together and build them yourself?
How did you know? I do everything here.
All right.
Check him out, soulpancake.com, at Rainn Wilson on Twitter, and of course, samsung.com/howolympic.are-you. Go sign up, find out what Olympians you're connected to right now. Thank you so much, Rainn Wilson. And
Thank
we'll
you.
see you soon in a bit from the Samsung Blogger Lounge at South by Southwest. Keep it right here on youtube.com/what's trending.